Okay, this is about our emotions and other people's emotional experiences. I have found myself, from coming from childhood trauma, that despite, maybe family members or whoever was the big player in our childhood trauma, that later in life that things may change, but we've still got all of these toxic emotions and feelings that are unresolved in us. And what can happen is that when we're older, family members may try to integrate with us and without addressing the past. And this can be very difficult for people who've been through childhood trauma, to act as if nothing happened and that we just take off where we left off, can be re-triggering and re-traumatizing for the people who've been through abuse, either verbal abuse, physical abuse, sexual abuse. I think it's really important that something that helped me yesterday in my own discovery of where I'm going and who I am is the fact that to understand that I am not responsible for other people's emotional experience. So clearly that means knowing that I am a decent human being and that I've had to work on myself and whatever I've been through, that we cannot guilt trip ourselves back into situations that maybe are not healthy for us. And we really have to think about what is healthy for us, because if we re-involve with family members or people where we're being re-triggered and we're going into fight, flight, stress response, then we're activating the cortisol levels through those memories, which will eventually make us sick and damage our body and the immune system and the organs, because cortisol levels, if they're high and they're raised at regular intervals, then it can be damaging for us. So I've already said that, but really, really important that we don't guilt trip ourselves. It's a really short video, but just know that whatever's going on for you, that you are not, being a decent human being, that you are not responsible for the emotional experience of another human being, just as that people cannot be responsible for your emotional experience, that we have to figure that out for ourselves. So we need to be gentle with ourselves, and we need to work through what works for us and look after ourselves to be the best we can. I know myself that it took me a long time to process my own stuff, and many things happened for me, and it wasn't until I stopped using alcohol or drinking alcohol in 2012 that all of my memories started to actually surface and come up, and I didn't have any idea with what I was dealing with. And I understand now why I used to drink alcohol, because when I was drinking, it was keeping down all of that pain, it was keeping it below the surface. And something Carl Jung said, it's like, shining the light on the shadow, not his exact words, but in order for us to become the best person we want to be, we have to look at the issues that have held us back, and also to stop doing things that are hurting us. We need to be able to shine a light and have the help and the resources and the knowledge in order to overcome any childhood trauma or pain in us. I hope this makes sense. It's short, but it was just a word I needed to put out there. I have my Letting Go Techniques page, Penelope Ryder Letting Go Techniques page, and I help mentor people, and I also help with tapping, which I'm certified in, and Neuro-Linguistic programming. But I'd like to help people look 2 to 3 years ahead and begin to organize their lives so that they can deal with, reconsolidate painful memories, and then begin to step into the future, because ultimately we don't want to keep living in the past. And that happens for a lot of people that have been through abuse, that we spend a lot of time in the pain, and it's time, I think, to step into something greater. And I have tips and tools that do help, and I'm here for that reason. So check out my Letting Go Techniques page, hit the notification button, and if you know anybody else that needs to hear this information, pass on the video to them. Thank you for watching. Thanks.